Folks, John here, and in this episode, I want to talk to you about a critical milestone along your customer's experience with your software when they receive a significant amount of value from your product. Now, this is so important because it really enables your customer to, for the first time, really understand how your product can effectively solve the problems that they're dealing with. And there's some magic to it. And in fact, I want to share with you a physical product as an example that we've used ourselves, my wife and I, with our newborn child as we're trying to get them to be able to sleep. So it's this suit and it's kind of hilarious. Check it out if you want to see it on the web, and I'll include a link in the show notes. I believe it's called the Magic Merlin Suit, which looks like a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man suit for a baby. It's kind of like a sumo wrestler suit. So you put the baby in this thing and they're all like puffy and padded and whatnot. And it's designed to help them with sleep and sleep training. So long story short, we've had, issues like probably most parents have with newborn children in terms of figuring out how to get baby to sleep. So it's a common problem that parents themselves experience and deal with. We were given one of these suits by a family who had used it and had good success with it. We did not have it necessarily on our radar, but we gave it a shot. And so far, the best way to describe the results, my wife literally said these words, is it kind of is like magic, which is how you know that they've got branding for their experience on point. But it obviously isn't magic. It is really the product working as designed and the problem solution fit being really good match, like lined up very well. As in, we've designed a product that helps babies get more sleep, and with sleep training, and for parents, that can be like an overwhelming moment where you're helping them who are sleep deprived, frustrated, whatever, with trying to, acclimate their newborn to some form of a sleep schedule. Now, that same experience that we've had with the suit is the same that you're trying to achieve with your customers as it pertains to your software. There are a couple of key milestones. And the one that I'm describing with regard to that suit that we've had is the second critical one. The first is getting people using your software and paying for it. So converting them to customers. Can you sell it as a concept? Get them to use it, get them to pay for it. You can do that, you're halfway there. Once you've done that though, the product needs to live up to expectations. For example, if we started using that suit and it didn't help with sleep training, we would have actually had a bad experience with it, and we would have felt like we wasted our time. So you have to have both. You can't have one or the other. If you have a product that provides value, but you can't really sell it, that's a problem. If you've got a product that you can sell, but it doesn't provide value, you've got another problem. You need both. Both of those are critical to the success for your software. So now there's another dimension to this, and that's how long it takes to reach that inflection point. How long is it going to take your customers to receive that value? With software, ideally, that should be relatively quick. And the sooner this happens, like after you cross that first milestone, right? After people are using your software or paying for your software, once you've crossed those, how long does it take for them to be able to receive the value and reach that inflection point to hit that milestone? I call that time to value, which is pretty straightforward. But the smaller that window, as in the faster you get them value, the better for your software. And that is going to help you with growth. That's going to help you with virality. That's going to help you with referral marketing. It's going to help you with everything. All of that is tremendously beneficial for the growth of your software. Now, if I go back to the Magic Merlin Suit example for the newborn sleep training, after we had experienced it in that way, and particularly my wife, who's been very helpful in this process, and I appreciate all of her effort very much, she was like telling everybody about this thing. So the virality was starting. As soon as she experienced that, she reached the time to value element and she had hit that milestone. She realized what the product could do to help with solving the problem we were trying to crack. She started telling everybody about it, right? And raving about it. That is the virality that will generate referrals, that will get other people, that will get the product on other people's radar, and it will help with growth. The same thing will happen for your software. So the sooner you get to that time to value milestone, and the more significant it is in terms of how comprehensively And effectively, your software solves the problem for your target market is going to mean greater virality and more referrals. So these milestones are really important. I wanted to share this as an example because you need to make sure that your software successfully does both.